It is the Martha Zoller Show, and I am very happy to welcome to the program Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones. Welcome, Burt. How are you?
Hey, Martha, I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm good. And my team did not win the Super Bowl on Sunday, but a UGA football player did win the scoring touchdown. So I guess it was okay.
Yeah. You know, I didn't really have a dog in that fight, but you know, well,
You're a smart man. You're a smart man. Anyway, listen, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the legislative session. And, we'll get to, I know you've got an announcement you want to make about something that you're going to be getting involved in. But I was very happy since the last time we talked that the anti-Semitism bill was passed and has been signed into law by the governor. Tell us a little bit about that process.
Well, and I appreciate you asking that. This is something that started last year with the bill that Representative John Carson put forward. And, he represents a large Jewish constituency there in St. Springs. And it got hung up last year because of a difference in language, wording in the bill, whatever. But so we were always planning on getting it done, but after what took place on October 7th earlier this year with Hamas, the awful attack that took place there in Israel, we knew it should be priority for us to get it done and get whatever wording differences we had between the House and the Senate, and we get past that and get it done, because it was now more than ever we knew it was more important to show that we stand with our friends, our Jewish in the Jewish community, and we stand with the state of Israel. So we were glad to get it done. Had a lot of bipartisan support. In fact, I think we only had six votes against it in the Senate. So we were very pleased and glad to do that, and just want to thank all those who got involved and got engaged and helped push it forward.
And they're also obviously you can't really go anywhere and not have someone talk to you about the border, about issues related to fentanyl poisoning. And I don't even call it fentanyl overdose. I call it fentanyl poisoning, as well as, all the other issues, sex trafficking and labor trafficking that come along with this. So tell us about the work that you're doing related to this.
Yeah, I mean, Martha, we've got an invasion going on at the southern border. This is not a migration. This is an invasion that's going on, and it's coming from as far, and it is a sinister group. I don't know, I don't know what organization. I don't know if there's a cartel behind it or what, but they are shipping people up to the border from Central America, South America, and places like that, and then having them cross, and drugs are flowing into this country. You have a huge human trafficking issue that's coming into this country. The people want to say there's 9 million people that have come in for the southern border. The truth of the matter is, Mark, I don't know how many it is.
Right.
It could be more than that, and you're seeing it is being a heavy load on our services, from whether it's educational, medical, our foster care system, things of that nature, and the federal government is doing nothing, or the Biden administration is doing nothing about it. And so I was glad to see Governor Kemp, along with a bunch of other, mostly Southern governors, going to the aid of Governor Abbott there in Texas, and offering, National Guard, offering whatever services we can, because this is not good. It's not good, and it's even worse on the it's even my understanding worse on the ground than what it appears on TV, and but you're starting to see the ripple effect all across the country right now.
Yeah, and yesterday in the House, there was a little testiness related to this issue. But how do you think it's going to be handled on the Senate side, and what do you want to see legislatively?
Well, as far as at the state level, is that what you're referring to, Martha?
Yeah. What initiatives are you trying to get accomplished this year?
I mean, we're we're basically backing up the governor, and there's some resources out of the budget that we're going to allow to go to the governor's office or the executive branch to deal with that, and it's mainly going to be personnel through your National Guard. It's mainly going to be helping sew up agencies like our foster care system, who was already overloaded casework, with just our residents, and now you have an influx of children that are coming in that have been totally separated from any guardians or parents or whatever. So, we're going to free up resources to address things like that. We're going to free up resources that the governor can use to use towards our National Guard, and so I don't know why this should be a partisan issue. To be honest with you, Martha. I mean, this is nobody is saying they're against legal immigration. Nobody's saying they're against people wanting to come here to better themselves. We just want them to come here legally, and we just want them to go through the process that every other immigrant that has become a citizen has done in the past, and that's been, and to try to make this a partisan issue is a little bit ridiculous, to be honest.
Yeah,
with you.
and I mean, for me, the greatest travesty of this whole thing, and of course, fentanyl poisoning is probably number one or two, and then also number one or two is this sex trafficking and labor trafficking. It's 21st century slavery, Lieutenant Governor, and these folks cannot ever pay this back because, and then they're forced to work and do worse things as a result of this. And we ought to stand up against that. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. The human trafficking, especially human trafficking of children, is really something that is. It will really make you just really sick to your stomach, to be honest with you. I mean, it's and the lack of value that I guess these cartels or whatever you want to call these groups that are bringing them into this Canada, the lack of value that they put on human life is something that it's almost it's not human, really. It's more animal like, and what they're doing to like you said, treating young adults like human indentured servants, and they're treating children, disregarding them as humans completely, is really kind of it's really sick in the way they're thinking, but it is their currency right now, and it's a shame. So we have to push back and go after those who are involved in it.
Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones, is there anything else you want to say before we wrap up?
No, Martha, just always appreciate you having me on, and appreciate all your good feedback and everything. And look forward to seeing you in the near future.
That's right. I'll be down for crossover day, and we're working on getting you on that day. And we so appreciate the time you give us, and thank you very much.